Same question. I mean, what are you feeling right now? I mean, Coffeyville was a team that's down. You said you maybe expected this, but, I mean, you've seen it come to fruition now.
Yeah, numbness and pride in my seniors. There's no doubt about that. Our senior class right now that obviously have dealt with the past. We've had several individuals put in a lot of work, a lot of quality work, and they haven't had that come to fruition. Now they're seeing some of the fruits of their success, so that's really nice for them. That was goal number one on the season. So I'm gonna let this one sink in, quite honestly, for a little bit of time. I haven't gone back and thought about it, but it's about 15, 16 months or so that it took of work, of labor to be able to be in this situation. So,
were you expecting the type of outcome? I mean, 40-0.
I didn't know what the final score was going to be, but I thought this was a possibility.
What gave you that hindsight?
The film that we watched, and then I felt like we had a really nice week of practice. Our kids were very focused. They were laser focused on not so much winning, but being the team that blocked, tackled, hustled, and executed the best tonight, which they were.
Mm-hmm. Keenan, it seemed like everybody made a difference. Dante early, before he went out with the injury. Keenan Dodd throwing the ball, running the ball. Isaac had a few scores, if I remember correctly. Even Cody Stevens, I mean, he had a touchback. He was perfect on his kicks. I mean, going back even to your days at Halstead, have you seen a game maybe that complete where everybody contributed like that?
Yes, I have, but tonight was a special night. There's a lot of things that came together. As I say that, I still think our better days are ahead of us, especially offensively. I think our defense is ahead of our offense right now, but we were able to move the ball very consistently tonight. So we look forward to putting together similar performances in the future.
Specifically, looking at some stuff in game, Dante went out with the hamstring injury. Any update on him? I mean, was it mostly precautionary to keep him out in the second half?
We made that decision at halftime that he was not going to play another down unless we had dire needs. And he had that same issue last year in track. And it took him most of the track season to come back from it. Now, football's a little different from track, meaning you don't need to be at high-end speed for 100 meters all the time. So I look for him to come back pretty quickly. He may not get as many reps on the offensive side of the ball as he will on the defensive side of the ball. We've got to look into that. And that opens up opportunities for Keyshawn Anderson.
What did this win mean for the program? Not just for you, not just for, just
milestone victory and a tone setter, and I think that it sets a standard of what we expect from our kids.
Mm-hmm. Going back through the game, if I remember correctly, it was a scoreless first quarter, so it was a bit of a slow starter. You guys hung up 21 in the second quarter. What did you feel like was a huge spark that maybe finally got you guys going?
It took a little bit to get going because we had penalties that put us in down and distance situations that were difficult to overcome. If I was to go back, we were in a 3rd and 12, maybe 2nd and 12 situation, and Deneric Yates comes up with a big play to convert. I think it was a 3rd down, to convert to a 1st down to get the offense going. But I don't think that drive scored, but it did give us some momentum of being able to overcome intense situations.
Mm-hmm. Probably maybe the one thing that you might take as a negative from tonight is penalties still seem to be kind of a struggle for you. It seems like they're always coming on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of false starts and illegal procedures. What is it that your team is maybe having trouble?
That's why I say that I think our defense is ahead of our offense. Our timing is still not there. We didn't have the perimeter scheme blocking issues. We definitely were better on the perimeter as far as blocking and not getting penalties. But we still had some personnel exchange issues, some alignment issues, things like that give us time. We'll get it corrected.
Looking ahead now, this is not the Super Bowl or the district playoffs or whatever. You guys have a week 3 It'll be against Independence. I didn't see their week 2 result. I know they handled Labette County in week 1. What's this next step now? How does the mentality of this team maybe shift now that they believe they can win a game? Now it's time to maybe go win 2 or go win 3 and go win 4 and compete for a league.
Well, that's exactly right. That's what we'll be looking to do. Our program standards stay the same. But this one we're going to enjoy a little bit. We're going to come in and watch film tomorrow, but we're going to enjoy also with our kids and families and such. But come Monday, we'll go right to work, and we'll be competing against a faceless opponent, trying to put together 4 quarters of football.
You said that last week, a faceless opponent. What do you mean by that?
We're going to take care of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. How'd the water feel?
Very cold.
Good cold?
It was a good cold, yes.
There we go. All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right.